Hey everybody, we're live here today on Tuesday. I've got a real funky connection, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. It might be really, I don't know what's going on. Hang on, let me see if I can shut some stuff down. But today may be a wash with a weak connection. So comment here if you can hear any of this. If this doesn't work, maybe we'll try a little bit later. Or we can try tomorrow. So let's just see what happens. It's constantly telling me my connection's weak. So let me type some stuff. Let me see if anyone can see here. Okay, so nobody's in yet. Oh, I have one viewer in here. If you can see me, please comment. It's telling me I have a really bad connection. So hopefully somebody, you guys can see me. We'll see what happens. Hey, Leanne. I see Leanne is in. Leanne, I'm getting some really weird messages with my connection. It's saying that I have a really bad connection. So we'll see what happens. I will do my best to be able to do the Q&A with you guys today. I see somebody else is in too. Yeah, it's saying weak connection. Now I have 3 viewers. So Heather Wilson Pillow is in here. Hey, Heath. I've got a weak connection. Something wonky is going on with my internet. So I will do my best to get this to work today. Hopefully it's not doing weird stuttering and stuff like that for you guys. So we will see what happens. If this does not work, we will try later on today. Or I will try again tomorrow. So we'll see what we can do. I even tried shutting it down and kicking it back in, and it did not work. So let's see. We have 3 viewers. If you guys can type, tell me what you see. Tell me if it's stuttering. Tell me if you can even hear me. Let me know. All right, let's see. Anyone? Can anyone hear me? Janelle is joined in. Okay, Heather's saying it froze for her. Janelle, can you hear anything that I'm saying? Leanne, can you guys hear me at all? Okay, Janelle's saying she can see and hear me fine. All right, Brandy Garland is in. Brandy, you're not going to get a Mushu sighting today. He's upstairs in his crate because my cleaning lady's here, and he's acting kind of like a jerk. So, Brandy can see and hear me, but blurry. Hang on, let me clean the... All right, let's see. Is that any better? Is that any clearer? Or is it still quite evil? What is on my ceiling? Oh, I see. Thanks, Janelle. I love this hat. This hat makes me happy. I have a crazy busy day today, so I did not get a chance to be all pretty and fabulous. Okay. Brandy, am I still blurry? And And I'm not sure who my third person is. I have Brandy and Janelle, and Brandy's saying it looks good now. All right, so it must have been a big fat fingerprint on my screen. So shout out your questions. Let me know what you're thinking today. Let me know how your weekend went. I'm going to be looking here at my computer screen as well, because now my computer is letting me know what the different questions are. So that's good news. And we will get this rolling. So one question at a time, we'll roll right through. Since it'll only let me see the last 4 comments, that should, let's see. Yeah, this is good. So, okay, good. Nothing on my end. Michaela said nothing. Crap. I can see you, but it's glitchy. Keep going. I'll be okay. All right. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. Now, to be fair, it can't be because I'm downloading that. I'm downloading something, but that shouldn't be taking up that much space. So, that much bandwidth. I've been having a few issues with my internet. And I'm hoping it'll clear itself up soon. We have Uverse, so it's kind of a crapshoot, but I thought we had it all figured out. So, all right, so let's shout out some questions. I'm going to go till about 12:30, 12:35 today. We're going to have a little short one today because, for some reason Michaela's not getting it at all, but I'll keep rolling. We'll make this short today because I have to teach this evening, and I'm kind of auditioning a class for live training to do a live training in Cincinnati. So tonight I'm teaching my class, videotaping it, and there we go. Ooh, interesting. Good question, Kara Gibson. Hey there. So hang on a second. Remember, Brandy, that's going to fall off in a second probably. So I'll get to both of yours. Which item from the spotlight and which item from the selfie should I add to my demo? The spotlight, all 4. And if you had to kick one, I would probably take a bow. Just because I think it's not as easily self-explanatory. It's kind of a long story, but what it boils down to is that we're teaching it and to me, the stronger part is down vaginally. I'm still kind of hesitant on that product. So if I pick all 3, quite frankly, and if you're already showing the executive and those are still available, and you had to pick absolutely one, I would pick Encore. I would definitely go most expensive. So, from the selfie collection, hands down, I would say, I say hands down. I love the Home Alone. It's a great travel product, but I absolutely adore the Do Not Disturb. So both of those I absolutely love. If you had to pick one, if I would say do the Encore, so you get a branch toy, and do the Home Alone, so you get that great travel product, and never sell a bullet again, because the Home Alone should replace all bullets in everybody's nightstand. Brandy Garland, going to Missouri next week. My stepmom is hosting a party. Do you have any suggestions? Since I won't be playing any booking game, since I won't be able to see more. Hang on a sec. Come back there. Suggested. Well, you know what? My party's kind of fun from beginning to end, and I don't do a booking game. So, are you doing where anybody who demos a product, they get raffle tickets, and then if they ask cool questions during your Q&A, they get raffle tickets. I personally don't believe in games at your parties. They are time wasters unless you have a group of women that absolutely don't know each other and you feel like you need an icebreaker. Just not a fan of games. And if you are doing your party correctly and you're hilarious, when I say correctly, I guess what I mean is you're that stand-up comedy meets sex ed, then you're entertainment enough. So if you feel like you ultimately need games, I would say post on the team board and ask everybody what their favorite games are. But I just if it doesn't make you money at your party, I would not be doing it, frankly. I do the 8 Q&A, the 8 question Q&A where, I know some people do the canned questions. I don't. I let them ask any 8 questions about my business. And I joke, if it's about my business, I'll answer it, but I won't give them tickets on it. But I think if you're mildly or wildly entertaining at your parties, then you don't need anything else to make you, quote, fun. I think your party should be fun just given the nature of what we sell. So, and I would still possibly talk about bookings because then maybe you do need to arrange to go back. If you find out you have a big Missouri contingent, I mean, I leave on Thursday for Maryland. I have a party Friday night in Maryland and 2 on Saturday, and I head home. So if you know you could book weekends every couple of months to book parties, I would go back and forth to Missouri, quite frankly. I would not, I wouldn't shut out doing a booking game because you simply don't think you can travel. I personally think you should be able to travel and do that. Especially you, Brandy. You're really booming your business. You're really, really getting excited. Why not get another state excited about Slumber Parties Slumber Parties, Pure Romance by Brandy. I've been working on the class today and getting rid of everything that says Slumber Parties and adding Pure Romance or PR. So I've got Slumber Parties on the brain. But I wouldn't ever rely on a game to make your parties fun anyway. Your party needs to be fun just by the words that come out of your mouth. And if you don't think you're fun, you need to go shadow a couple of parties where the consultant is truly stand-up comedy meets sex education. If they're all stand-up comedy and a little bit racy, you don't necessarily want that aspect. And if they're all education, to me, that's a snoozer. So you've got to find that happy balance between stand-up comedy and sex education, and sexual wellness for that matter. And it doesn't matter to the crowd, whether they're college students, whether they're Red Hat Party, whatever they are, you have to be, and frankly, my Red Hat parties, which are age 50 and above, are probably my most hilarious parties. So, and if you think you're fun, I'm glad to hear you say that. Don't worry about a booking game. But again, I'm going to go back to what's wrong with going back to Missouri once a quarter, and you just let those women know I'll be back, and you pick right now before you go to Missouri, you pick when you're going to be back, and you just make that a consistent quarterly thing. Heck, if you sign somebody at that party, they can go ahead and do those parties, and then you don't necessarily have to travel to Missouri. So focus maybe on signing or doing that. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. You are welcome, Janelle. Tell me what else you got for me. Tell me some more questions. Shout them out. I am absolutely ready. And my phone seems to be working properly. Oh, yeah, and it's letting me scroll. So this is good. What's the best way to do online parties? Kara, there is a great video, and I will jot down right now. Let me find my book. I will jot down. I can't think of her name. She's down in Texas. But she does an excellent video on online parties, and I will post that for you. So I can't even do it justice, but I will make sure that that is taken care of and get that posted. I'll post it in Sparks. So I got you covered on that. I personally am not super successful with online parties, but I believe that her system, I've heard people do amazing things with it. And after I've seen it, I haven't done an online party to test her out yet, but I know it's awesome. And I know Heather Pillow endorses it as well, because I've seen it on her team page. So more questions, more. In fact, I will pop over. I want to say it's YouTube. I don't know why I'm blanking out on her name. Blonde, Texas. Keep thinking Angela, but I feel like that's not right. But I'll figure it out, and I'll get you all taken care of. All right, who else has something for me? We're going to jet through these questions. I'm going to make it happen. How was everybody's weekend? How were your parties? What did you do that was fun and exciting? Let me hear it. Angela Dodona, thank you. Thank you, Monique Bolden. See, I'm slowly cracking up. That's what happens with 2 kids, an obnoxious dog, and lacrosse season. So thank you. Angela Dodona is the one that has it. I will pull it and get you guys all squared away. So I was saying earlier, we're just going to go till right around 12:30, 12:35. I have to teach this evening, and my voice is about as reliable as my internet connection right now. So super weak. So it keeps going back and forth. And I just need to make sure I have a voice to teach tonight. So I showed, and they were a hit. Yeah, I'm telling you. So just so you guys know, Kara Gibson, who's on here right now, is my hot girl in California. And she didn't have any of the Spotlight collection yet. So she had a party, and I said, go, and I showed her where the videos are of all 4 toys. And I said, show all 4 of these videos. The videos are fantastic. They give you a really good idea of how the products work, even if they aren't able to touch them. I mean, I really think we need them in our demo, but if you absolutely can't, or you just haven't gotten them yet, or let's say you have one break at a party, which I can't imagine because these things are so awesome, then I would highly advise that you have an iPad at the ready, the hostess's computer, whatever you can do. Even if you can, if she has Apple TV and you have an iPhone, you can connect and run it through your phone. You can show everybody the 4 videos, and all you have to do, go onto the Pure Romance YouTube page and then look up Spotlight Collection and you'll see all 4 products. So, all right, I'm in and out with only a few orders. Great job, Brandy Garland. $7.50 with only a few orders is impressive, and it's pretty easy to do with that Spotlight Collection. So, oh, Michaela Young made it in, so this is good news. And Janelle saying I'm in and out. So today's just going to be kind of a cruddy day. I have a weird feeling that my internet connection was already dragging, and I'm downloading something for my husband, and I'm wondering if that's what's eating up a ton of the bandwidth. I can't imagine, but that might be what it is. So I will make a point every Tuesday to be not downloading anything, because nobody else is in my house drawing bandwidth, so it shouldn't be that. My cleaning lady's here, but she's not eating bandwidth at all. So unless her vacuum runs on bandwidth, and I don't think it does. So there you have it. More questions. Keep rolling. Michaela Young, do you have any questions for me today? Let's hear it if you do. Shout them out. Oh my gosh, Monique, what in the world? Was she buying gifts for friends? I don't know if y'all can see this. Thursday party, over $2,500 in sales, which in and of itself is amazing, but $1,001 of it was just one person. So shout out, let us know what you did. I would love to know what what they bought. Did they buy all 4 spotlights? Because that's like $560, $570 right there. But tell us generally what they got and what you feel like you did different. And did they buy multiples of stuff for gifts? Was it a bride who bought lots and lots of stuff for bridesmaids? I love that. I love when a bride comes in and buys like multiples of the body products and all of that. Back in the day when we had Dazzle Dust, that was always a big hit for brides. And then once I got them convinced, then they would get a lip gloss and a bunch of other stuff. What my favorite is, do you tell them your favorite or your fib? Oh my God, no. Well, if your favorite is a bullet, I will punch you. I'm just kidding, Brandy, but not really. I will sick Mushu on you. I would say yes, because my favorite is the executive. It always has been. And now it's the main attraction. And I'm a pretty big fan of the Encore. So I feel like yes. In that case, the answer is yes. If your favorite product is the single bullet, A, you need to get out more. B, you need to get yourself some Spotlight collections. And C, I never believe in lying at parties, but that would be really hard for me if your favorite product was a $14 bullet. So, no, I never lie at my parties. I just think it's bad karma. But executive's my favorite, but I don't love the main attraction as much. That's a little shocking, I can't lie. Because you are the very first person I've heard say that. Everybody I've talked to loves the main attraction, loves the executive, loves the main attraction even more because it's even stronger. So I'm surprised. So, and the executive is still available. So I would say keep telling them the executive, keep selling it. I mean, what's $189? That's still $189 in product, which I've actually lowered to $179 at my parties since the main attraction and the executive look the same. So it's the ribbing. Interesting. Well, interesting. I have no comment. I wonder, Heather, are you still in here? Because if Pillow is still in here by any chance, I would love to have her feedback on that because I think the ribbing is fantastic. It's super designed for G-spot stimulation. So have you tried the Encore yet, Brandy? That is worth a shot because it has no ribbing. I mean, it has the beads, but don't necessarily have to turn them on. I can't get in at my place, but we'll just ask questions and rewatch later. Oh, sorry, Michaela. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you popping in. Let me go over to this, and I just want to comment to Michaela really quick so she can... Okay. There we go. All right, that takes care of her. So there you go. No, all 5 toys for herself. She was in her 60s. Yeah, I'm telling you, those Red Hat women are amazing. Red Hat, if you're not familiar, the Red Hat groups are women 50 and above. I think Purple Hat is 40 to 50. And most communities have Red Hat groups. We have a really cool one here that I do lots of parties for and lots of outside orders, and they are always treating themselves to great stuff. So Encore main attraction, put a ring on it, party animal, and let's get it on. It's a pretty solid collection. I showed the rechargeable and changed my hostess coaching and have, hang on a second, increased my party sales. That is impressive. Monique, I'm going to have to insist that you do a video and you post it in Sparks. In fact, if you get time and you want to do a live chat in Sparks, I would be so honored if you would do that, because I would love for everybody to hear what you did. I've always adored you, so I would love to hear you. I'd love to see you teach. So I'd love to see you do either a video or do a live chat on here and tell everybody about that experience. Tell us what you've done with your hostess coaching. Tell us what you've done to increase your party sales. So I would really love to see your gorgeous face out there really pushing it. I'd love to see you on the board. So you are destined for the board. You need to get on it. So that would be lovely. And if you want, schedule it and just post on here. This is when I'm doing it. And then you can post on any other pages you're on, like Dana's or whatever, because all of Dana's Diamond Divas should also be in Sparks. Not all of Sparks are on Divas, but all of Divas are on Sparks. So if you could put it there, that will take care of Kelly Ellis Neal's girls, lots of different girls that are all in this umbrella of awesomeness that is the Sophisticates. So that would be great. Still working on how to, without working with some funky app, because there's some real sleazy looking apps out there. Still trying to figure out how I can save these videos onto YouTube. So as soon as I figure out how to do it cleanly and without having to go through a third-party creepy app service, then I will hopefully have some of these bumped over by date. So we'll have a library of the Q's Day on Tuesday. Yes, Alethea, I know. I'd be awesome. I would love to see that. So, and I think we need, frankly, and I'm going to push you, Monique, whatever I have to do, I'd love to see you on the board. I don't know if that's a goal of yours, but I think that would be spectacular if that was, because I think we need more diversity on the board and we need women who are really busting it out. So you would be awesome. Phone and add to groups. All right. I think one of the things is when I close this, like when I say finished, and I think one of the options of, would you like to save it to your phone? And I haven't done that. So today I'll try that. If I can do that, it'll be easy to upload to YouTube. If that's the only way to do it without going through a sleazy app, then we'll start officially today. So good. Board should be a goal for you. You, of all people, I'm telling you, since the day I met you, I knew you were destined for greatness. So, because there's just something about you, Mo. So I would love to see you get on that board. And whatever I can do to help you, count me in. If I need to be accountability partner for you, whatever, I will help you out. So, all right, more questions. Let's see more questions. Monique, let us know when you have time to do a chat for us. And I would love for everybody to see your... see what you're doing different. All right, who's got more questions? Pop those bad boys up. I will go for another 9 minutes. And then I am probably going to rest for a little bit because I think I'm all set for tonight's class. You guys want a little... Oh, no, my connection is weak. Oh, nuts. Is it going to... Let me see if I move my phone around just a little bit. No. Oh, look, I look so much thinner this way. There. Oh, see, I like that. Oh, yep, suddenly it's all working. All right, I might actually hold my phone in the air and because it looks like I have a pretty good connection right now. So, so yes, I have to teach a class tonight. I'm teaching a class for Nikki Hughes's girls, who Nikki's here in Michigan with me. And I am heading up there around 7 o'clock this evening to teach them a class. We're going to videotape it. I have to submit it to Chris Ciccanelli. Some of you have gone to that class. I know for a fact that a couple people in here have gone to this particular class. So I've been asked to videotape it. I'm not sure what they're going to think about it since it's not exactly a traditional class. So we will see what happens. Oh, there's my little cat up there. Not a real cat. It has herby herbs in there. So looks like my connection's still weak and it's misbehaving. So I don't necessarily need to hold that up. You're terrible at signing and activating. So Brandy Garland, have you watched Dana Barish's recruiting video? Have you watched Heather Pillow's recruiting video? Get on their YouTube pages. Watch everything you can on the best recruiters. So you're going to want Pillow. You're going to want, if there's anything Melissa Messenger has done, if there's, Dana has one. If Kelly Ellis Neal, I think, has done some recruiting stuff. And tweak it to work for you, because I know Kelly has the 3 questions, and they're real blunt, they're real quick. If I did them, I think I'd come across a little bitchy, but she does them and they're charming. So, excuse me, if you could pull it off in a Kelly Ellis Neal kind of way, I say do it. So it's time to get some homework done. I'm also a big fan of Karen Phelps' videos that she's done. She has a great book. She has maybe hers are CDs. And then you have Belinda Ellsworth. Those are 2 definitely to get their materials and listen to, because they're really good at signing, really good at teaching recruiting. So, excuse me, those are several different ways to go through girls who are already in the business and girls who are not, that are motivational speakers. So it's time to start doing some recruiting homework. Watch mine on Money. Have you seen mine on Money Making Box of Goodies? Search my name, Cindy Habler, on YouTube, and then you'll look them up. Okay, good. So look at my Money Making Box of Goodies if you haven't watched it yet. I say tweak it to make it work for you. And I always say, if your recruiting isn't broken, there's nothing to fix. But in this case, if you're saying your recruiting's, then keep watching it. Watch it several times. Really push it. Make sure that you're talking about it at your parties without vomiting all over them with the words. So talk very simply about the Money Making Box of Goodies. And now that our middle kit is so beautiful, I say that you really tweak your demo to be your middle kit. And at the end of the party, to be able to say, did you love everything you saw tonight? Well, you can get it at a discount this evening, sell it to your friends, make some money, and I know you'll enjoy it, and just keep going. Because inevitably what happens is that they see these giant stocks roll in, and they see our immaculate demos, and they see all of that. And when you've been in for as long as, like Dana has, I have, some of us, people might get a little intimidated because they see everything run so smooth. I used to joke with Monica Jones, let's screw up at our parties on purpose so that people can relate to that and not worry about being perfect and doing what we do. So with that being said, I say watch that video over and over. Keep it simple. Explain it as simply as possible. Recruiting shouldn't be a major to-do. It should really flow nice and easy, and it should be something that is repeatable. They should be able to see what you do, love it, and repeat it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So watch that and then do some other investigative work on who else you think you should watch. I know Dana put one up today on her Divas board. So if I had to guess, it's probably on her YouTube page as well. If you can't, or YouTube site. If you can't find it, in fact, I'll put a little note and ask Dana to put that video on Sparks. So, all right, I got my homework to do. So, all right, so I have to do that, and I need to find Angela Dodona's YouTube video on online parties. What else do you guys have? Any other questions? Monique, okay, Summer Rain does too. Okay, cool. So, yeah, so I will see what I can find. We'll see who we can find on good recruiting videos for you to watch. And make sure it's somebody who also qualifies them. You want them not just signed. Don't want just sign. You want them to activate as well. And you want to be absolutely honest and absolutely sincere about the business. And you want to be somebody that they can trust. So I highly advise, like I said, I'll get Dana to upload hers because I think Dana's would be really, really good for you to see. Okay, what else do we have? Yes, Michaela's in. She sees me. Hopefully you hear me. I will be here a couple of more minutes, and then I'm going to rest my voice for teaching tonight. So who else has any other questions? Let's hear it. We have Brandy just commented. Had poor people sign neither not activate or drop off quickly. So the question is, are you doing your onboarding correctly? And for that, I will refer to Jennifer Marshall's onboarding. You're going to go into, we've talked about this before on here, I think. You're going to go to January Empowerment Summit under the training tab, January Empowerment Summit, and you're going to look for, I believe it's Jennifer Marshall. I don't think it's Leanne. Jennifer Marshall's onboarding. It is spectacular. It is working with those girls. You've got to pick up the phone and call them, not wait for them to call you and ask if you need wait for you. Or you can't wait for them. So, because they just don't know what they don't know. So I love, yes, Jennifer Marshall. So I love that that is sitting there for you to check out. So Brandy, I've got your homework for you. You're going to eat, sleep, and breathe onboarding. You're going to eat, sleep, and breathe recruiting for the next week until we get here next week. Because I really, really want you to really build that team. You deserve it. You've worked really hard. All right, party. I love your very general questions, Michaela Young. Party at my place this Saturday. Any ideas to help it go smoothly? Just be you. Oh, God, I can come up with one good suggestion since I don't know. You're not asking a specific question. It's real broad. Make sure you have an assistant. And you have two assistants, one that's helping you with the ordering and one that's working your kitchen, making sure you did not run out of napkins, replenishing drinks, replenishing the food plates. When you run out of paper plates, I screwed that up once. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, taking orders and running out and replenishing. So that is the biggest suggestion I can make, is that you have someone who's helping you out, and then give them your person who's helping you with the ordering. You're going to pay them like you would pay an assistant at any party. The person that's working your kitchen and acting as your host, she's going to get your hostess credits. That's what I would do. All right. Amanda, suggestions and ideas for getting the word out about your business after moving to a new neighborhood. Is it a new neighborhood? Is she new neighborhood or is she a new area completely? Because I believe in creating the relationship first and not blathering pure romance all over everybody. I don't believe in putting catalogs and bags on every door because somebody's kids are going to get those bags. Nor do I put samples or anything like that. So, I do love you, Michaela. Returning clients, I'm doing new products only. Even still, work your kitchen. Get somebody to work your kitchen. Everything else, it's a party. It's no different. It doesn't matter where the party is. You're doing the same party. And if you're doing new products, it's no different than if you were doing a party at someone else's house with new products. Do it the way you would normally do it. The difference is you don't have someone replenishing stuff in your kitchen. Yeah, she needs to. So that's a loaded question, Mon. I don't remember where she moved from and to. If she's moving to a whole new town, she's moving from one neighborhood to another in the same area, then she's not going to do a whole lot different. If she's moving from Grand Rapids to Westland, then she is, oh, funny, Brandy. If you're moving from Grand Rapids to Westland, that's a totally different story. And in that case, she should be on meetup.com, finding out different things that she's interested in doing and meeting new people. She needs to find a meeting that's in her area, and I think she's going to come to ours, so I think that's cool. It's getting out there. She's really, really got to work her business and just find new clients. She needs to find a different place she's getting her hair cut, then a place she gets her hair colored, a different place she gets her nails done, then her toes done. It's getting out there and meeting new people in all different areas and taking little goodie bags with her to do that. If it's just simply a new neighborhood and she's moving like 3 streets over, then find out if they have a book club, find out if there's a wine club, find out if there's a neighborhood organization, and get involved. So, again, I wouldn't immediately be the pure romance consultant in the new neighborhood. I would get to know everybody a little bit first. And then when people find out what she does, I just think that's the easier way to go, especially if she's moving to a really conservative area like a Novi or a West Bloomfield or somewhere like that. I'm talking all Michigan because Monica's Michigan. She knows what I mean. Livonia to Ann Arbor. Yeah, Caitlin moved to Colorado. Caitlin and I have chatted a little bit. And you know what? I need to get back to, thank you, Mon. I need to get back to Caitlin. I found her a great meeting to go to. So Livonia to Ann Arbor is not a jump. She's in the same neck of the woods. There's not a whole lot she needs to do different because geographically speaking, she's going to be doing parties in the same area around Livonia that she'd be doing around Ann Arbor. So there's not a whole lot of shift up for that. But I would find out what different organizations and things are going on in her area. So that would definitely help. Caitlin just rolled in. Caitlin, I have a meeting for you to go to. So I will get you set when we get off of here. I will message you and give you everybody's information. I had it done that day and then I forgot to get back to you. I got all the information. If you do not, make sure someone is watching it and cleaning it up as well as lingerie, toilet in front of others. I have cameras in my house. No, said person who's guest of VIP. I have cameras in my home. All right. So yeah, I mean, and that to me is the same thing. You should always be putting your products away as you go along anyway at a party. And if you're thinking it's just because it's at your own home, I still wouldn't do that, because what if like a child comes rolling in, or a hubby comes up, significant other comes rolling in, and that might not be your case at your parties, but I'm talking to everybody here. When you do parties at your house or anybody else's, clean up as you go along. So much easier, and you never know if you need to jet out quick for any reason whatsoever, your stuff's packed up. Caitlin, awesome, thank you. You are very welcome. All right, so any other questions from anybody? Otherwise, I'm going to rock and roll here and rest my voice for a little bit. I've got to finish a little bit of work here. Excuse me. And I want to get Dana and Angela taken care of as well as Caitlin. So anybody else? Shout out. Shout out, shout out. Don't forget to get yourself signed up for Cincinnati National Training. Don't forget to sign up for the tour, the bus tour that's happening in June or May and June. Make sure, if you show up, you go up. It's all about attending these meetings. So if you find out you have one in your area, and if you're relatively new, you don't know where to look, message me. I will find out exactly where your local meetings are, exactly where your local trainings are, corporate. Oh, looks like I'm back. Okay, good. And hopefully you guys are still there. So it disconnected, but I'm back. So just let me know if anybody does not see me. Misbehaved internet today. Sorry, girls. All right, I'm going to roll here before the internet misbehaves again. I love you guys big. Message me with questions. Don't wait for Tuesdays. If you need an immediate question answered, I'm always here for you guys. So just shoot me a message. Call me, 410-227-3906. If you get my voicemail, leave a message. I'll call you back. We're friends. We're colleagues. Just call me. If you wait to party at your own house, Michaela Young. Dana Barish is in. Hey, Dane. Party at your own. Oh, very good. So Michaela's got something she can watch. That's perfect. But like I said, the biggest thing is make sure that you have somebody covering your kitchen. I know that sounds crazy. I personally don't think you need to do a whole lot different. Except now you're the hostess as well. You're covering two different things. And Dana Barish is a genius at doing all kinds of fun foods and stuff like that. I do believe in catering out if you can, ordering out and getting food brought in to make your life just the teeniest bit easier. So love you guys. Dana, if you are on here and you can hear me, otherwise I'll message you. You did a video that you posted today on recruiting, sponsoring. Would you mind posting that in the Sparks page? Because a couple of the girls were asking about sponsoring, and I told them they need to do a little bit of homework and look at the best of the best, and you're it. So if you wouldn't mind posting that just in its own new link, if its own fresh place on the Sparks page, I would be so grateful. All right, guys, have a great week. Holler if you need me, and I will talk to you soon.